Yo, what's going on YouTube? Elo here coming in with another deck profile. You guys are probably tired of seeing this, but I'm on Snake Eye, Fire King. Not a lot to say. The best deck right now for sure. Even though, I don't know, I hate this deck because at times it doesn't feel like the best deck, you know? And there's times where you just destroy an opponent where you know it's the best deck, but at the end of the day right now, the only issue with this format, it just kind of comes down to who opened up more hand traps and better hand traps. But yeah, besides that, really, I like the format a lot. I like that there's still slight diversity. Other decks like Voices can still compete, Branded can still compete, and Flu's still running around, even though they have seen a couple tops. You know, it's not the best deck, but it's still, you know, it's not essentially a full tier 0 format. So yeah, nonetheless, let's go ahead and get right into this. For the Snake Eyes cards, obviously we got Triple Ash. Your main starter, this deck is pretty much solved out by now. Double Poplar, your Oak, which is probably the most busted card, but there's no need to play more than one. Then I'm on Double Witches, and then the one Flameberg. That's a pretty standard lineup now. People go up to 3 Witches, and I understand. I was playing the 3 for a while, but I just wanted to cut the deck down to a clean 40, so I had to cut 1 Witch, unfortunately, and make a couple adjustments as well to be able to play it at a clean 40. But yeah, I like it. Like I said, I'm a real big fan of the clean 40. It just feels so strong and more consistent, you know, seeing consistent hands versus starters, protection, everything else. Nonetheless, the Fire King engine, like I said, this is pretty figured out right now as well. Double Kieran, 1 Garunix, the 1 Ponix, the Arvada, and then we got our 2 spells. Some people cut Sanctuary, and I understand, but personally I like it just because it's part of one of the main combos I do that helps me play through Nib, and essentially punish opponents if they drop a bad Nib or waste early hand traps. Essentially, you could extend through all that. But yeah, small package. Like I said, this is all fairly standard now. It's what everybody's playing. Next, onto the hand traps. Of course, we got the triple Nibiru. We got the triple Ash. And then we got the triple Veiler. And triple Imperm. Only thing I can say is you could probably cut 1 Veiler for a Ghost Mourner. Just for the cross-out target is the only thing. But I'm a big fan of triple Veiler. I just like having it. The non-once per turn is nice, rather than seeing, you know, anything else like these that are once per turn. But big fan of these. I think this is pretty standard hand trap lineup at this point as well. Nothing really new about it. On to the spells. We're playing the triple Bonfire. Your key starter, just essentially 1 card combo. So yeah, we're playing maxing out on that. Triple Wanted package, which once again gives you full combo as well, essentially, because it gets you to original, and then lastly the 1 Temple. Some people aren't playing that if you're playing Fire Kings. I like it in main. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do, especially with the prevalent amount of mirror matches you're going to go into. It's just nice to have. And it helps play through the Snake Eyes board, and it helps extend your Nibiru as well. So, you know, the option is always there if you open up nice. Like I said, that's why I want to cut it clean 40, just so you have that option to be able to see all these things and always have the option to go for this, keep playing, and then extend into your Fire King engine and get full value out of everything on field, essentially. And lastly, I am on only 2 crossout, but 2 talents as well. I was playing triple crossout, triple talents. I mean, not triple, triple crossout, 1 talents. But I don't know, especially at a local level, I thought I didn't need crossout super heavy. And I haven't yet. Like I said, I topped the OTS with this exact same deck list, top 8. And it's just felt so strong. Not a lot I could say there. Besides, Talents has probably been MVP for me. That card is so strong. And I just wanted to see more of it, so I cut down on 1 crossout to keep it a clean 40. On to the extra deck. For our Link 1s, just Link Rebo. Yeah, nothing to say about that. Then we got a Nightmare Phoenix. This card has been MVP, by the way, like insane. It's so crazy. Your Charmers, Hita, Dark. IP, SP, and Sunlight Wolf. And then the one card that everybody kind of out-favored is the Doolittle. I think Doolittle is still insane. This card just does so much into non-mirror matches, but it also raises the ceiling when you're going first, is why I'm a big fan of the Doolittle line. And yeah, there's not a lot to say. I'm a super big fan of this. Like I said, if you're playing into anything that's not Fire King or Snake Eyes, this card helps build up an insane amount of advantage and follow-up, and if they don't kill you, you're just going to win that next turn, guaranteed with this card, because it's going to guarantee the follow-up, all the resources at your disposal, and as well, it has a recursion effect. Yeah, not a lot to say. Then our Link 3s, the one he sold, I still think this card's nuts, like I said. Same thing, if you go into that line with the Doolittle, you're going to be able to just extend into a Heat Soul and even get a draw after and still end on Appaloosa on the end board. But the Heat Soul, 2 Princesses, I do want to cut one. I haven't really touched the deck since that OTS, but I just thought I'd do a deck profile to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. And I'll probably be recording a bit more now. But this is the only change that I would make. I'd probably change this to an access code, just because finding ways to OTK your opponent in a fast way is just the best way to play this deck. Because if you grind in the mirror, both mirrors are going to grind forever. It's going to be stupid hard until somebody makes a mistake. So if you're able to just end the game and change this to an access code, then you'll be really solid. And then lastly, for the Link 4s, the one Raging Phoenix, of course. The Amble Whale, a lot of people are cutting. I'm still a super big fan of the Amble Whale. This card is 2 disruptions essentially, and recursion for either Doolittle, which, like I said, in that line that you end on, you can end on that. You could bring back that Doolittle, and that's just going to be extra recursion on top of that. There's been times where I've had a pitch in Ash Blossom, and I'm able to just recur it back with the Doolittle, so I guarantee the follow-up disruption, even if you do have to sacrifice a resource. Zaylantis, this card's insane. Won't be surprised if it does get hit, if I'm being honest, but we'll see. They might hit some other stuff. Lastly, Appaloosa, this card's insane as well. It's while you don't stay fire locked, and you can end on an Appaloosa for like 2-3 materials plus your full combo essentially, which is another like 3 to 4 disruptions, not including like hand traps or anything else you have in hand on top of that. But yeah, that's it for the main deck. Not a lot I would change, minus, like I said, Princess is the only real thing I would consider changing, but it's not that bad of an option really having it there. And then lastly, for our side deck, and this is the exact side deck I played as well at that OTS to top, Droplet, which Droplet was MVP, I'm not gonna lie. This card won me a good amount of games just having it, being able to stop either the Flamebird coming out or just an Oppo. And even there was a dude playing Christia Lock, and I literally had to wait because it was the last round, and if I won, I would have topped. Well, I would top, so I had to wait, drew it as my 6th card. I either needed to be Imperm or Droplet. I saw the Droplet. I negated his 3 cards on field because he was playing Adventure Package too, and what's that, Bestial Dispatter. So I was able to hit everything and just full combo and OTK from there. Cosmic Cyclone, and then I paired it up with the 1 Harpies. I don't want to lose to Floodgates. That's what this deck is susceptible to, so I'm going to play the quick play ways of clearing it, which is the Cosmic and then the Harpies, obviously, in case you ever see like random Rescue Ace or anything like that. Triple Summon Limit. This card is probably going to get hit as well. I wouldn't be surprised if they start hitting all the Floodgates and the Bounty Spell gets a hit as well, even though this card's seen more popularity. Yeah, not a lot to say. This card's stupid. I have 2 Bells in the side, just in case I do see any Labyrinth or I play against a bad Voices Voice player where they have to go to Dynamonda line. It just punishes super hard, and even outside the Sin against Pure Snake Eyes as well. Just because if they're playing bad and you hit the Flameberg, it actually hurts a lot. So if they don't know how to chain block that correctly, then they're going to be at such a big advantage to be able to play almost freely next turn. And then the Bestial package, which, like I said, Voiceless is rising in representation. And then hitting this with the Link Rebo as well is just wild. So that's why I'm playing 3. And if you do see the Magnuma, it could search the Flameberg just so it replenishes itself essentially, and you keep getting that card deck thin a little bit already. So yeah, that's the list I played. Oh yeah, and branded. This is branded. That's another main reason. But yeah, that's the list I played. Let me know your thoughts and ideas. I know it's all pretty standard. This deck is figured out for the most part, so there's not a lot to say or any real ways to be spicy with it, essentially. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe. I'll be posting again. I appreciate all the support you guys give me. Thank you, and Elo signing up.